hell do I follow that? It is my first StorySlam, so thank you. All right, so I was living in Center City, and I was getting really, really tired of my apartment. The girl that lived on the second floor below me would wake me up in the middle of the night with her gregarious sex noises. You see, she had a loft, and she would throw herself and her partner against the ceiling, which happened to be my bedroom floor. Also, I didn't have an oven. I had a stovetop and no oven, so I cooked all my meals out of a toaster oven. And after 4 years, I got really good at it. I could have had my own show, Toaster Oven Cooking for One. But most importantly, there was a huge void in my life that I was desperately trying to fill, and I knew what would fill it. It was time. I wanted a dog. So I was researching apartments on Craigslist and found a super sketchy ad with no photo and a phone number. And I texted the number. It looked promising. And I said, hey, is your apartment pet friendly? They said, what kind of pet? I text back, a dog, a male boxer, in fact, because I knew exactly what I wanted. They said, with a pet deposit. I was like, all right. Made an appointment to see the place. A few days later, I trekked down to see it in South Philly. And I get up to the apartment, and it's gorgeous. Guys, this apartment was banging, I'm telling you. 2-bedroom, roof access, full kitchen, brand new oven. I saw me and my hypothetical dog Netflix and chillin' and chasing tennis balls around the apartment. I was ready to move in the next day. And it was the same price as what I was paying in Center City. So I was like, I want this place now. And the landlord's like, okay, calm your horses. You gotta call my wife, and you gotta talk about the paperwork with her. I'm like, all right. Second, I leave the apartment. I mean, like, my feet step off the stoop onto the sidewalk. I'm calling her up. I said, I love this place. I wanna live here. It's amazing. And she's really skeptical. She's like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 25. To her, that meant like I was 16. She expected me to be throwing rager parties on the roof and throwing like beer cans at people on the street. She says, I'm gonna have to check all your references and run a background check, and I don't know, maybe even have someone tail you for a week and make sure that you're okay for this apartment. I was like, oh, that's fine. And then she says, so your dog, tell me about him. Is he a good dog? I could have said one of two things. One, I could have said, yeah, he's great. Or I could have said, actually, ma'am, I don't have a dog yet, but I really, really want one. I said neither of these things. No. Instead, I went on a litany of how amazing my dog was. Oh my God, he's the best dog ever. He's the cutest boy. He never bites, he never pees, he never barks. You won't even know he's there. Oh my God, I can't wait for you to meet him. I could not stop. I'm just word vomiting a litany of dog compliments, making him like the Jesus Christ of dogs. I don't have a dog yet. I was so scared that she was gonna take away the pet-friendly part of the apartment, because she's like, I have a soft spot for people with dogs. I'm like, I have one. So she said, let me run your checks. And I said, all right. I spent the next week in pure agony, like panic attack central, popping Xanax left and right, because I'm like, this woman's gonna find me out. She already thinks that I'm untrustworthy. She's already skeptical, and then she's gonna find out I lied about this dog, and this whole thing is just gonna go out the window. I had to tell my current landlord, 1, I'm leaving. 2, my new landlord might call you and ask you about a dog. And I never had a dog in your apartment, but I really, really want one. If we could just avoid the whole dog thing, that'd be great. I had to tell my boss, so about this dog thing, my new landlord might call you. I don't have a dog, but I really want one. If you could just lie, say I have a great dog, that'd be great. Best friends did the same thing. Went out, bought dog stuff, dog bed, dog leash, Kongs, peanut butter treats, everything. Still didn't have a dog, kept waiting, got the call. Landlords, yep, you got the apartment. Yes. Still didn't have a dog. But I found one online. It was at a shelter, beautiful white boxer, brown patch over his eye named Chief. I was like, this dog's awesome. So I did what any normal person would do. I took the dog's picture and I saved it to my phone. And I made it the lock screen in my phone, and then I took the subsequent pictures of the dog and saved it. So when I went to sign my lease and pay my pet deposit, I was like, look at my dog, Chief. He's the cutest. Oh my God, look at this picture, look at this picture. And they're like, oh, he's so nice. Sign here, let me give you your money. Have a nice day. I leave, I'm elated. Got this new apartment, get this dog, call the shelter. Chief was adopted that morning, and not by me, and he's a very distinctive boxer. So now I've lied about having a dog twice. I've moved into these landlords who I'm pretty sure they were Italian, so like they're like, oh my God, you shall not lie to me. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. had 2 failed adoptions take place, and then right after Valentine's Day, I had one work out. Drove up to the Poconos, got this beautiful brown boxer with a black muzzle, drove all the way back in a snowstorm, we almost died, get to the apartment, his name is Brutus. And I kept that name as his middle name, so he's Bronx Brutus. He looks nothing like Chief, like 2 totally different boxers. I thought, okay, well maybe my landlords won't remember. That was a few weeks ago, like it'll be fine. And then the next day I go to take him outside, and who's downstairs in apartment 1 cleaning it? Landlord and his wife. So they're standing there, and I'm like, hey! She says, is that your dog? No, it's my sister. Of course it's my dog. I was like, yes. She looks at me, cocks her head to the side, and said, what's his name? Without hesitation, I'm like, Chief Bronx. And she looks and pauses, and I'm like, here we go, I'm about to get evicted, and waits, and then says, nice dog. And she let us go on our way.